All right, what's up, my brothers? In this video, we're going to be talking about the narrative of happy wife, happy life, using Alec Baldwin as an example. It's really awful what happened recently with him in the public eye at an interview with his wife. I'm going to play it for you. It's a quick 35-second clip. Then there's a follow-up clip where they try to sort of suppress the fallout of what happened, but his wife was extremely disrespectful to him in this clip. Check this out real quick.
Ilaria show.
No, I think we're gonna see, we're gonna see how it feels to have it be out there.
It's gonna be great. You're a winner.
Oh my God, when I'm talking, you're not talking.
Sorry.
No, when I'm talking, you're not talking. This is why, yes, we'll have to just cut him out of the show. No, I mean, I think this is a really raw show, and it's very real, and we took a lot of chances. And, I think that we'll see where it leads us. We'll see what it feels like to have it be out there, and then we'll see, if people like it.
Okay, and they did a follow-up to that with them lying in a bed trying to make some comedy out of it, but it just made it worse. They used the phrase man-terrupting, apparently. So I'll talk about that. Here we go, and play.
It's going to be great. You're a winner.
Oh my God, when I'm talking, you're not talking.
Sorry.
No, when I'm talking, you're not talking. This is why, yes, we'll have to just cut him out of the show. And that is called, what's the word of the day?
Man-terrupting.
Man-terrupting, which could be a positive, it could be a negative, or it could be a
Correctile dysfunction.
yes, correctile dysfunction. I think that's one of our children trying to get into the room. But the whole point is, because our children are about to come in, the whole point is that we interrupt each other all the time. Or sometimes our kids interrupt us. All
right, I'm going to pause it there because the kids don't really matter or have any relevancy what we're talking about. But man-terrupting, not only was the event at the red carpet with the interview embarrassing, like, men, you got to have some real dignity in your life. Like, I'm embarrassed for Baldwin. I don't even like the guy. I think lately he's turned into a real woke idiot, but he's Baldwin. Right? The Baldwin brothers, they've done some great movies in the past, some really good movies in the past, his younger brothers more specifically, less so with Alec, but it's a big Hollywood name. And I'm shocked that she was that disrespectful. I don't even know who she is. Like, what's her name? Does anybody even know who this woman is, aside from this is Alec Baldwin's wife? Like, that's her claim to fame. And she's got the audacity to speak to him when he's trying to be nice to her and put her up on a pedestal and say, she's really great, like she's a winner. He said something to that effect. I've said many times, guys, that contempt is the clock that ticks down to the end of a relationship. Disrespect is incredibly bad in a long-term relationship and should never, ever, ever be tolerated at all. You are going to get out of life with what you tolerate. When you see this, or a version of this, you need to call it out, guys. A lot of guys go, well, what do we do? How do I improve things in life? Call stuff like this out. I'll give another example. I was sitting in my backyard once. One of our neighbors, 2 doors down, quite a ways away, was having a barbecue in their own backyard, and they had family members out there, and they were, sort of chopping it up and eating. And there were some kids running around, and there was some younger families there with small children. And I heard this woman yell at her husband something along the lines of, "Brad, you're such an idiot. Why can't you help me with the children? You're so useless." Something like that. So if I heard it where I was sitting 2 doors down, everybody in the backyard and probably everybody that was in the house heard it. And I didn't hear him say anything back. You don't hear guys usually say, "Hey, don't talk to me like that. You're not going to talk to me like that." That's all that you have to do. That's all you have to do to correct behavior. Let her know that you are not some chimp, that you are not somebody that's going to be bulldozed. You are not going to be disrespected in front of people. Now, keep in mind, this was on the red carpet for Alec Baldwin. Public space. Could you imagine how she speaks to him privately in the household? My dear God, it's got to be an awful thing for a man that's at the top of his game or has been at the top of his game. You could argue about Alec Baldwin's game, but that name, that caliber, or again, I use that term loosely, is treated that way in a public environment, recorded. And then after that, she takes him to the bedroom, busts out the cell phone and says, "Alec, we have to make a video to downplay the way that everybody's responding to what I did to you in front of, the red carpet. And then he's like, okay. And then he plays along with the whole, man spreading or man correcting or whatever the hell it was, and just makes matters worse. I've talked about these different calibers of guys before. You've got the unplugged alpha, the plugged in alpha, the unplugged beta, the plugged in beta. Alec Baldwin is a plugged in beta male. You can be successful, influential, a big name, be on all kinds of television shows, movies and films and stuff like that, and still be a plugged in beta male. And look how you get treated when you allow your wife, your girlfriend, whoever it happens to be, to disrespect you publicly in front of your peers. You can't let it happen. You have to nip it in the bud. I guarantee this isn't the first time that it happened, and it won't be the last time that it happens. But if you're ever in a situation where you've invited a woman into your life, guys, she says, hey, Rich, I want your commitment. I dig your vibe. Where are we going? Are we boyfriend, girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. Fine. But if you're going to give her your commitment, because you're the gatekeeper to relationships, by the way, women are the gatekeepers. They decide when sex happens, men decide when the relationship happens. If you're going to gatekeep the relationship and you're going to invite her into your life and do things with her and travel with her and take her out and buy her nice dinners and stuff like that, why isn't she being respectful towards you? Why are you allowing disrespect? If you want a woman to cheat on you, if you want a woman to divorce you, if you want a woman to take half your stuff, let her disrespect you. Let her do it often. The more, the better. She'll just take more of your shit. The higher the probability you'll get a false DV charge. Be mindful of these things, guys, is the point that I'm making. The whole happy wife, happy life narrative and letting women beat up on you because it's in fashion or cool today for some reason, guys seem to think. You turn on TV shows, the father, the man, is often the butt of all jokes in the sitcoms. In the cleaning commercial where there's some new cleaning product or a spray, oh, the father's a bumbling idiot and a pig, and the advertisers make fun of him, and ladies, you need this product to make your life easier because he's such an idiot, sort of thing. Put your foot down, guys, and let her know, I'm not going to be spoken to that way. That is the last time you're ever going to speak to me like that, and if you ever do that again, I'm going to know that you don't want to be with me, and we'll be done. And you do this early on in the relationship. You don't let it get to the point where you're married for years, you have children, you invite your woman into your filmmaking career and introduce her to people and get her positions, and you try to be nice to her and she makes you look like a fucking goof. You don't allow it to ever get to that, guys. You deal with it early on. Disrespect, out the door. Bye. Simple. You guys let me know what you think. Put in the top comments a bunch of useful links, including my book, The Unplugged Alpha. Get it? We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.